our show, and we got a lot to talk about today. Episode 15. We've been staying consistent, giving you guys all the good stuff, talking about all the good shit, and hopefully making you guys laugh a little bit along the way. We've been here with you guys through the ups and the downs this season, and
Yep.
we've talked about the good stuff, and we've definitely picked apart the bad stuff. Definitely didn't hold back any punches.
Yeah, no, we definitely didn't.
uh, but yeah, no, here we are. It's New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. Get that out there. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's from the
We're
P-Dad.
still, all you guys are out there partying and stuff. We're, here working, bringing you guys the stuff.
Yep, everybody's hungover probably,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Give you something a little to wake up to. But yeah, no, right now we're in the middle of the Orange Bowl. There's 43 seconds left in the second quarter, and Oregon is up 6-0. And just as we were doing our pre-planning there, Oregon got the ball back. So there's a chance that they could probably sneak some points in here before halftime, but we'll see what happens.
man, I hope they do. I surely hope they do,
Mm-hmm.
JP. Man, I really, really need them to win today.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I was rooting for Texas Tech. I thought they had the cooler jerseys and stuff. But, Oregon's a tough team. They're Big Ten boys.
Yeah, yeah, you said it, man.
Now with Ohio State out, there's still Indiana and Oregon for the Big Ten. Um, yeah, I mean, then we got the midday game that we're pretty hyped about, the Obama Indiana. That's going to be nutty at 4 today.
Yeah,
I don't even know where to begin with that one. Like Indiana is
oh,
one of those rise out of the ashes type of teams that they were hyping them up last year because they're like, oh, they got a good coach, they got a good quarterback, they'll be all right. And it's like, okay, cool. They're going to be ranked. Indiana hasn't did that in a while, and here they are, skunking Ohio State, and they have a chance tonight to put Bama out of their misery.
yeah. What's your honest take on that, JP?
Well, I haven't watched a lot of Bama this year, but I've certainly watched a lot of Indiana, and I think they got what it takes. I don't know the matchup that well. Bama's number 9, so it's not like they were really killing it. And let me see what the record is. It does. Will it show me? Nope, that's not the game I wanted, homie. This one. Yeah, Bama's 11-3. It's like, oh, they got a 68% chance of winning. Indiana does. So yeah,
Yeah,
everybody.
riding high on them too,
Mhm.
Indiana. So
Yeah, and if their quarterback wins the Super Bowl, he's got himself a luxury ticket to go be the quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders.
dun dun
Yeah.
dun. That is maybe that's why Max Crosby was bitching a fit, huh? Because who
Hmm.
cares about him, the quarterback there?
Gino?
Yeah,
Not a lot of people do. I mean, they had a little bit of hopes because Seattle was doing something last year, but you find out it certainly wasn't Gino. It was just the rest of the team. They got good running backs and wide receivers and just doubled up on that this year. And,
right.
Sam Darnold comes from being hot over at the Vikings. Seattle's a tough team right now.
Yeah,
Them and the Rams are my pick on that side. I don't want the 49ers to win. I definitely don't want Green Bay or the Bears to win because I will be MC. I know we're pretty heartbroken about the Lions not making it into the playoffs and whatnot. But I probably will have to go check into a mental institution if the Bears win the Super Bowl this year. I'm just saying, like, I will. I know I'm going through a lot as it is, but there's no medication strong enough to handle that type of depression, man. Ben Johnson goes over to the Bears, wins the division, and is about to go to the Super Bowl. Like, this just reaffirms our beliefs last year when he was fishing for jobs during the playoffs that he was holding back plays. It just didn't feel like he was giving them all the juice, you know?
I do
It's
I
like I'm
do.
saving these plays for when I go to another team, and it's like why not
Yep.
win the Super Bowl and then go over and do it over
See,
there? But
it's great you brought that up, JP, because you want to know what
what's that,
we
dude?
had we had this discussion.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
looked, or you looked at me, or I looked at you, and I said, you know what? Seems like he's not giving a shit on these play calls. Like we're being held back.
Yeah, I mean,
Every, you
right
know?
there, right there in the living room with professors sitting there as well. I mean, every
Yep.
time they would shoot to the sideline, you'd see Aaron Glenn just sitting on a bench, not hyped, not excited, and you
No
shot over to
emotion.
Ben Johnson, same thing. He was just,
Yep.
looking at the butterflies and the
Yep. And
glint in the air.
long story short, we both said, it looks like he checked out. Like his mindset, his play calling, everything was already checked out.
Mm-hmm.
He took the other job, obviously in Chicago,
Yep.
and he tried to dismantle the whole Lions organization. He tried to take everybody with him from
Mm-hmm.
Detroit, damn near. And he did take a few
He
guys.
did, yeah.
So he knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's not like, Dan Campbell didn't know the shit on the outside. So
Oh yeah,
I
because
don't
the
know.
previous year when we were killing it, that was the same kind of topic. It's like, oh, they're both gonna leave, and then they both end up staying.
Yeah.
And even back then, everybody was like, hmm, you know,
But it's up to um
Bradley.
yeah, it was up to it's really up to him on this off season because I'm curious, like we discussed prior, um, we gotta cut, dude. We gotta cut a lot of fucking players, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're overpaying for some guys that haven't even played, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like they keep saying, the next guy up, the next guy up. Well, they're running out of guys next guy up,
Yeah.
type
Mm-hmm.
of stuff. So it's he if they listen, JP,
Mm-hmm.
if I say they, I say Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If they don't make moves on this draft, get players that we've been saying we need, and they don't uh, get rid of the guys that overpaying right now. And I'm here to tell you, we're looking at another season just like this, possibly worse.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody's going to agree with me and say, wow, Brad Holmes needs to be in the hot seat because you want to know what? He's never held accountability for not one thing he's done. And he hasn't done much. Yes, he drafted, we got good players, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. You can't ride that wave expecting those players are going to stay healthy all season long, right? And that's what he was hyping on, dude. Okay, Branch gets hurt, he goes down, he's out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Season. Okay, Brad and Dan, or no, 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 let me rephrase that. Dan, next guy up. Well, the next guy up is can't do the gig. He can't do the job.
Hmm.
So rest my case. If they don't do any fucking thing on this off season, we are looking at a shit show of a season 2026, bro. I'm sorry. I hope I'm wrong, but do something, Brad.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm totally clipping that. That's definitely gonna be a clip I'm gonna put in the shorts. That was good.
That's just speaking facts, bro. Like
I know, dude. That was
it
awesome. That was
doesn't take a rocket scientist, bro, to look at you can Google it and look at the players right now that that we're signed or we're signed for outrageous amount of money that don't play, bro. They play
hmm
one game and we're paying them 5, 7, $8 million, bro. Like that's senseless waste, dude. We could cut that. Okay, get guys we need, and you can get three guys for the price of that, value. You gotta really look at it, and that's what he's making the big bucks for.
yeah,
So it's not up to us, you know. We're fans. We're tired of losing. So the grit ain't shit until you prove me wrong.
yeah. Nope, yep.
So
But yeah, no, that was a nice little side quest. And then,
yeah,
then tonight we have Ole Miss versus Georgia.
Georgia.
Georgia. You know, you know what? I'm actually gonna root for Georgia. You know, I said yesterday that I'd be the underdog buyer, but
Whoa.
I'm gonna buy into Georgia because and here's the story. Here's the story
All
because
right.
I've already been kind of talking about it. Was last year Georgia's quarterback got hurt in the bowl games or whatever, so the backup came in and did okay. I don't think they obviously lost to Ohio State, but he came in and then they pretty much told Carson Beck, hey, Stockton's going to be the guy, so either go into the draft or transfer. So goes to Miami, and there's this opportunity here where they could possibly meet in the playoffs, and he could slay them. You know what I mean? You know how badass that would be. Like that's the reason why I'm rooting for Georgia is because Ohio just slayed, or Miami just slayed Ohio State last night. Which
Gotcha. Yeah.
so the only team that's better than Ohio State is Indiana. So they're obviously the juggernaut in this now. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah. I'm it's just I was just blown away. I wasn't expecting you to you switcheroo like that.
Yeah, it was something I was thinking about at the gym today. I know I sent you that long message this morning, kind of talking about the whole NIL thing and how it bottlenecked. And look, it's already been a few years, and it's literally my prophecy came true the next day. It was essentially what I was trying to get at was hey, everybody's going to eventually get good players because some teams who do have the money, they're going to bring in two or three people in that same position and they're going to make a bunch of empty promises, and then boom, you're going to have to move somewhere. You're going to have to go somewhere. You're going to have to, fill, but there's other teams that are willing to pay. I mean, look at that situation happens, and all the other teams have their QB. Michigan State, they're looking for a quarterback. What if, let's say like just as an example, let's say last night the Ohio State quarterback he's not feeling it anymore. Like obviously he's not going to, but like let's say he decides to transfer, you know,
Yeah.
he could boom, he could want to go to Michigan State to just slam them, kind of
Wouldn't that be a shocker
Oh,
to
dude, but that's what I'm saying.
everybody?
Shockers can happen.
Yeah, they
I mean, there
can.
was actually here's a story of it not working out that well. So just so everybody knows, I'm not just biased on this thing because very much there can be the negative effect. There was the one quarterback I'll have to get his name who transferred to UCLA. Transferred to UCLA. Yeah, Nico Iamaleava or something like that. Amaliava.
Jeez, what a freaking name,
Oh
bro.
yeah. Well, hear this out, okay? So he last year in the playoffs, he was on Tennessee and they were doing pretty hot, but then they got in there and they ended up getting destroyed or whatever. But it was I think it was kind of his fault. He transfers. Why not? Your team did good, got in the playoffs. Stay and let the coach build around you. He
Right.
transfers like a jerk. Okay, he transfers to UCLA. Out over in a little bit weaker division, and he's hoping to go over there to kind of like pad his stats. Is kind of the feeling behind it. He
Right.
gets over there. I'm pretty sure something along the lines of they started out 0-3. The coach got fired, and then like they had like another stretch of 3 or 4 games where he was just not doing well, just sucking.
Yeah.
Like boom, they sat him. I was just like, wow. That there could be that type of thing. You could have, Carson Beck could have easily have gone to Miami and tanked the team. Like, oh, I'm not. It could have gone that way.
Very well could have. Yeah.
Sometimes you're so used to your culture, the Georgia, being there for 3-4 years, you're used to that system, and then you go to another team, and it's just like, I mean, I know Georgia and Florida aren't too far away from each other, so the weather difference isn't crazy, but still the field's different, the colors are different. You're not sitting next to Joe Dirt here trying to, tell him to scoot over, your elbows in my chest, kind of stuff in the locker room. You got to, you might be next to the
Yeah.
punter, and he doesn't do shit.
Yeah. Right.
So you
Yeah.
get a lot of culture shift real quick, but yeah, there is the negative and the positive in it. But
Oh,
yeah,
for sure, man.
but
You're
yeah, no, I
totally
think those
honest
are
there.
some solid games today. The Orange Bowl is at the halftime, uh, 6-0, Oregon right now. So that's nice. I mean, I know you need to get some other stuff in there on your bets. Um, Let us go ahead now and shift to the old basketball, MC. We got some NCAA basketball.
Yes,
I know
sir.
we're in January now, so we got February, March.
March is a big one.
Izzo, is that how it goes? January,
Yeah.
February, March, Izzo.
Yeah. 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 It's a holiday, you know, for the
Hmm.
whole month of
Yeah,
March there.
some March
It is a month.
Madness. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I think this is gonna be our first day of dabbling into the old basketball for college,
Mm-hmm.
and getting us a little
So,
side burner going for some stuff to cook. Let some stuff
well,
cook on the side burner.
all that and a small fraction of NBA.
Yeah, no, yeah, we'll definitely be getting into NBA too. I mean,
Pistons,
yeah,
looking
Pistons
good.
are hot, man. Cabe or
Yeah.
Abe, Cade Cunningham,
Yep. Yep.
absolutely star.
Yep. That was a
I
good pick, man.
I was worried because of was it last year we had the worst start in history? Literally last year.
Oh, I want to say it was,
I'm pretty sure it was last year. We were absolute ass.
was it last year?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to say so. I want to say it was like 2 years ago, maybe.
Detroit Pistons.
I used to watch the Pistons all the time, dude, and then I just stopped watching ball, dude. I don't, and now I'm kind of getting back into it. So, but I always loved college basketball. So,
Oh yeah, 2 years ago. We only won 14 games.
see, didn't I say 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
So last year was kind of like the moving up,
yeah, we just had to get those draft picks, man, and boom, bada bang.
and there were
Yeah, but
24. Oh, we're
anyways,
25 and 8 right now. That's awesome.
back to Big Ten college
Oh,
basketball.
oh yeah, NCAA ski. Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow We got USC number 24 USC going up against number 2 Michigan. You know I'm gonna be backing my boys in blue. I can't name a single player on their team. Uh, but that's what the journey is about. Everybody's gonna follow along and learn these mofo's with me.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, I am, to be honest, I am kind of like just in shock to see Michigan that good in basketball because they're known to be good, but not that fucking good. And I watched them this year, dude, and they look like they could be at times a NBA team. They looked really flawless out there. You know, they didn't have much turnovers, hardly any at all. I really wish I could remember the game I watched who they played against, but it was a well-known college, and for some odd reason I cannot remember the name of it. But yeah, and then I'm watching state ball, and I'm like, oh, we're good, but we're not up to that level yet. So it's Tom Izzo is a wizard and known for his basketball. So a lot of good ball in the Big Ten. So it's really good to tune in to watch both of them tomorrow.
Then we got Louisville and Stanford at
Hmm
8. Then Louisville is number 16. Then we got West Virginia against number 3 Iowa State. Interesting. I haven't seen that logo with a rank next to it, so that's pretty interesting. Then we got Seattle University against number 7 Gonzaga. And then the late night with your boys, Michigan State at Nebraska. You guys are number 9 and Nebraska's number 13.
hmm
Let me see if I can get some stats here. Okay, I mean this looks pretty even. You guys are 12 and 1 and they're 13 and 0. So this is a big game for both of you guys. You guys need this to hopefully smidge up a little bit, and or
hmm
Nebraska needs to win this to maybe swap places with you. You know, they'll probably go to 13 and you guys would, or 9 and you guys would go to 13.
See the who's gonna win that game is the one that doesn't have the one that has the less turnovers.
Yeah.
That's that's the winner. So it's
Yeah, I
gonna
mean
be a
both
good one
teams
to tune
both
into.
both teams have been putting up points, so I mean
Hmm
it's going to be a fun one.
Yep.
Let's see. Is there anything else tomorrow? Nah, not for basketball. Uh, and then you said you had some money on the Wings tonight, so you hear it here first from yours truly, the Red Wings tonight in Pittsburgh against the Penguins at 7. Uh,
Yep.
the Wings have been killing it too. I mean, they're 24 and 14 and 3. I think that's pretty good in hockey terms.
Yep. All my Sault Ste. Marie buddies are gonna love that to hear that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hockey town.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an easy pick, man. You had to go with the Wings, bro. So
Oh,
I just was like, you know what? I bet on them this season already and ups and downs, but it looks like they got their downs worked out so far, knock on wood. Don't want to jinx us tonight. Um yeah, they look good. So
yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at it now. We're the second or third, uh, probably third, because the other team has just played a couple games less, and we've lost a couple. But we would be like second or third in the whole NHL right now. We're 24 and 14, and the only other team that has a better record that isn't, because there's another team that's tied, is actually the Colorado Avalanche. They're 30 and 2.
I was just thinking about the Colorado Avalanche, and when I was growing up, man, that was the rivalry,
Yeah, no,
man.
I was just thinking about that. What an interesting thing that
Right?
the Wings are doing good, and all of a sudden Colorado is doing good. It's like, whoa.
What if, bro? Boom, we see them in the playoffs.
Yep.
Colorado, Detroit, just like old times back in the day, you know? That'd
Yeah,
be so sick, bro. That would be badass, dude.
I would love to see it.
That would. I'm just throwing that out there. That's keep your eyes out on that right now. That could happen.
Yeah.
You never know. So,
Now another team that I've been kind of keeping my eye on is because this is their second year, uh, and they just got their new name is the Utah Mammoth. Uh, they're gonna be like
oh,
my side team to follow. They're 18 and 19. This is their second year, I believe, and yeah, I'm gonna be rooting for them to see if they can become something. You know, they're kind of like that underdog new team.
okay, yeah,
Just a little side something to have me interested in researching some other stuff.
yeah. I mean, why not? You know, there's not really a whole lot left in football, so you
No,
still got money on the old Kings there. So why not expand it? You know, you never know.
yeah, yeah. The Mammoth do play today at 3, so I might try to see if I can check that out somehow. Uh, yeah. There's really no other teams I'm familiar with that I'm gonna look at, but yeah, those are probably gonna be the two games that I look at too for betting. Um, I think what do we got here for time? We're at 27, so we probably got about 15ish. Uh, hey Zinnia,
Shit.
you got a second? Can you go get Dad real quick or Grandpa? We'll have him.
Make sure you tell the viewers to like and subscribe
Oh, we always do at the end
to
of
the
every
pre-bet
video. Every video.
show.
Oh, toss the shirt on real quick. You're about to get broadcasted all across the universe here.
All over, man.
And I'm working out, so I don't want. Oh yeah, we just hit the 10-minute mark.
Perfect timing.
NFL schedule week 18.
Working
That
on
was
getting
mine.
working on getting a back.
Yeah, I'm just worried about getting protein and stuff in me, so that's what I did. Shrimp,
Working
eggs,
on
and
getting a backdrop
pierogies.
here.
Carbs and protein, little fat. But all right. Professor just rolled in. He was interested in what I was having. You can scoot over a little. Yeah.
All right, let's get this.
All right, I'll hand it over. Here you go, Professor.
Okay, game one.
All right, so we got
What's
some
going on,
Saturday
Professor?
games.
Not much. Just sitting back waiting for the final weekend of football, so we can
Yes.
see the Lions move down and get a better pick.
Yep. Totally agree with you.
All right, so first game on Saturday, we got Panthers at Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I think Tampa Bay's finally got to win one.
I think we were talking about it being cooked.
Yeah,
We think we've coined the stick a fork in him. He's a potato. He's done.
They're cooked. They're
Baker
cooked.
Mayfield's done cooking.
done bacon.
Done baking.
He's
cooked.
baking
Stick a fork in
something.
him.
No,
It
I,
ain't football.
no, I know he made me sad this year because we had high hopes for him at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
He started out pretty good, and then just some bad play the last 2 weeks. Just He's missing.
Totally agree with you,
Then we
Professor.
got
Totally.
Seattle Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers for the night game.
I'm actually taking the Seahawks on it, but Brock Purdy
Ooh.
is turning into the quarterback we all thought he would be. He amazes me. The last week he just kind of shocked me that he brought them back and won that game. So
Yeah, that was an incredible game, by the way.
Sunday, we got the Packers versus the Vikings.
Packers.
Jeez.
Okay. Then we got the Colts versus Texans.
I feel bad for the Colts. I got to take the Texans because they still got one of my favorite quarterbacks, CJ. So
Then we got the Dallas Cowboys in New York Giants.
it doesn't matter.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about.
They should both just take the week off.
Yeah. Turn into yeah. We just flexed you to a bye. Then we got the Browns versus the Bengals.
Oh, Bengals. They're gonna now that the quarterback is back and healthy, and I don't think Cleveland has one. Yeah.
Legendary.
Then we got the Saints at the Falcons.
Oh, Falcons.
Then we got the Titans at the Jaguars.
At the Jaguars. Jaguars are definitely gonna stomp them.
Then we got the Jets at the Bills.
Well, Bill's got to have this one, so I think they're going to be playing too fired up because this is going to definitely be a position game for them.
All right, then we got the Chiefs at the Raiders.
That's another one that doesn't matter, but I like to see the Chiefs or the Raiders take it just
Right.
because I'm done with, like you say, the old Mahomes hype and
Totally agree.
Then we got the old Dolphins at the Patriots.
Patriots. Well, and I love the Dolphins. I love, that the quarterback can't play football anymore.
Yep.
It's sad because I thought for a while, the quarterback play all around the league would be up. But Tua just, I don't know what they're going to do with that situation. They got to get rid of him. But how do you eat $90 million?
That's tough.
That's real
the
tough.
Broncos showed that you can do it.
Yeah.
It's a hard one to be in.
All right, then we got the Cardinals at the Rams.
That should be a easy. Well, Cardinals pretty good. But you're at the Rams, so I got to take my buddy Matt.
And then the game that decides it all for their division, it's winning in. The Ravens versus the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Steelers are actually going to win this. Yeah.
You think Aaron's going to make it in his last year?
Yeah, I hope so. Just pretty much got to.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
Yeah, and they're in Pittsburgh. That's a tough place to go in and beat them.
Yeah.
All right,
All
there
right,
you
thank
go.
you, Professor. Have a good one.
Have a good one, Professor. Thanks for joining us.
Oh. What are we looking at here? We got 3 minutes. All right.
Perfect timing, man. Perfect.
Yeah, we shot through those. We covered a little bit of NCAA football bowl game. We covered some basketball. We covered some college and professional basketball. Covered some hockey. Woo!
Covered everything.
Yeah.
Pistons, everything.
Uh,
That's what we do, folks.
yeah, I mean, we even talked a little bit of the old soccer too.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
So, I think it was a good show. Everybody let us know in the comment section what you guys think about tonight's game. Who are you taking between Bama and Indiana? And who you taking against? What was the other one?
Let me know if MC's stupid for picking Indiana.
Yeah, right. And the other one is the Ole Miss Georgia game. What are your guys' thoughts on that? And are you guys on the same boat as me? You want to see Carson Beck take another team to beat his old team and then take the trophy home as he travels into the NFL? You know,
Yeah,
little bro him.
yeah, right. Hey, little bro.
Oh, thanks for playing.
Yeah, come back again, huh?
But yeah, no, we like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think about today's episode, and if you come up with any topics for the next one, leave
Let
them
us
in
know.
there. Absolutely. But until next time, who bet?
Free bet.